we have 10 very eligible candidates that will be coming up to speak to you guys with their prepared speech, hopefully. It's very important that everybody kind of pays attention to the meeting today. And most importantly, can I get a raise of hand, or can I get acknowledgement of participation of everybody going to vote after this meeting? Because the ballots will be open after this meeting. So I want everybody's participation. We are a member-driven organization, and most importantly, they are running on your behalf to better our association for the benefit of our members like you yourself. So at this moment in time, I would like to introduce our candidates. I'll introduce them one by one from the top. So currently this year, there are up to 7 seats that are open. We have 10 people running, which means every vote counts. So your participation will be greatly admired for your participation. I will start up at the top. This is just an introduction so everybody knows who everybody is. We'll start from the top over here. We have Nicholas Baldry. We have Tom Berge Jr. Yin Ber's going to pretend to stand up. She's not here, so everybody, she is out of town, correct. We have Earl Knudsen, Karen Kuit, Josephine Pham, Sylvia Rosich, Leon Townsend, and Mindy Ye. They have no idea who I'm going to call up first, so I am going to pick the person right smack dab in the middle, Earl Knudsen. Please come up. You have up to 3 minutes.
Well, it looks like we went by age this morning.
Come up to the podium. Come up to the podium if you can.
Got it. I follow instructions very well.
Right here? No. Oh, right here.
Okay. Good morning, I'm Earl Knudsen. I'm with United Real Estate in Arcadia, and I'm a realtor. And I'm also a compliance manager, which means I check files and answer questions for agents for our office there in Arcadia and as well as in Beverly Hills. That being said, in the last 10 years overall, I've been also doing management, sales management. Started with Coldwell Banker Dynasty and worked Remax 2000 and a couple of other places, just training and working on office meetings and so forth. 34 years in real estate as an active realtor, okay? And I spent 15 years with a Chinese partner making sales in the East San Gabriel Valley. We worked from Walnut to Whittier. We sold many homes, and lots of experience and hands-on experience in all types of sales. Also in 2006, I was a mediator for the Los Angeles City Attorney's Office, and I got certified as a dispute resolution volunteer and negotiator for them. When we really went into the slow market, I did about 200 hours of cases, volunteer on mediation disputes, which could be anything from property lines or roots breaking driveways, all sorts of things. So that leads me to be involved here at the grievance committee for a couple of years with Ling Chow and so forth. And Mindy recently introduced me to the education committee, so I come in happy to be here and share ideas. I love new ideas and things like that. I know there are quite a few people, and I see their faces like Mel and Richard, that are really hard, detail working people that are not just talking about events, but they're here doing the events for all of you all the time. And I love kind of actually to come in and help be a part of it. So in a sense, that is what I look forward to doing most, is help come up with new, fresh ideas to help the board interact more with the social media, the ability to compete. We all have to compete. The boards have to compete for membership. Everything is getting more expensive, so we have to support the board and encourage board membership. to local offices that are not members. And we have to interact with the community more and more, as this board does. It has a lot of great programs involved with the schools and the younger people. So that's why I'm here, and hopefully that didn't go over 3 minutes.
Next up, we will have, one thing too, those that are running for the first time are running for 1-year terms, so Earl's running for a 1-year term. The next person I'd like to bring up would be Leon Townsend, who is also running for a 1-year term.
I like being up here. It's fun. Good to see everybody. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Gosh, that was horrible. Good morning. Good morning. Just to keep a heads up reminder, tomorrow is Friday the 13th, so I'm gonna give you guys all some good luck as we stand right here.
All right.
All right. I got asked a question yesterday that I never really thought I would have an answer for. When I first decided to be a realtor, there was 3 words that I was told when I decided to leave my comfortable salary job working 70 hours a week. There was a 3-word phrase I will never forget, and it was waste of potential. You have any idea where that came from? The person who put me on this earth, my dad. And he doesn't know it, but it's stuck with me ever since. My dad, when he found out that I was leaving Enterprise, he said that I was wasting my potential. But he said there is so much more that you can do. That's how I stumbled into real estate. I've always wanted to be able to give back to the community that gave me and put me where I am. That's what real estate does. That's what we do. And our jobs is to make sure that our community and the people that we serve are able to live comfortably and feel like they're being supported. So one of the reasons why I'm running is because being here, I feel supported. This is like my second family. Even though my family really thinks that I've wasted my potential, I think that I'm on the verge of so much more. And with you guys' respect, I would love to be able to show that for you guys here on out. I don't need 3 minutes, but whatever you guys decide, honestly, just do it with your heart and do it with respect, and know that every one of these candidates are here for you guys. So if you remember that, that's all that matters.
Very good.
Thank you, Leon. Next up, we have Sylvia Rosich, who is also running for a 1-year term.
I have a book. Good morning, everyone. My name is Sylvia Rosich, a member of this board since 2005. I am married, have 1 child and 2 grandchildren. I am the second of 8 children. I'm very passionate about what I do. My first passion is singing. Some of you may have noticed that. However, my bread and butter is real estate. I am first-generation realtor. I moved from Southgate to Alhambra in 1989 after my prior relationship ended in divorce. I married my current husband a year later. We celebrated our 28th anniversary last March. My daughter attended All Souls Catholic Catholic School in Alhambra from 2nd grade to 8th grade. I served the committee there, much like the PTA of the public schools. When I registered her there, I did not pay too much attention to the school grounds. Just a little insight as to what I am and how I am. I later noticed that only the kindergarten and the first graders had benches and tables. So the girls ended up eating their lunch between their legs, between their knees, while the teachers had all the conveniences. A year later, the funds the school received were allocated to PA system, AC unit, etc. While the tables for the children were obviously still needed. I was an advocate for the rest of the grades. I was on them each and every month. On my daughter's 8th grade, just as she was ending school there, on the on the only month that I was absent from the committee, the school made an announcement. They were looking for me to announce that they finally got the tables. I am guessing they got tired of hearing me say, when are we getting the tables for the kids? Why am I saying this? Just to let you know, I am focused, dedicated, and committed, and proven. When Art Luna was the president back in 2011, he asked me to serve, and my response to him was, no, I have to work. I need to make money. A year later, thanks to Ling Chow, and I'm very grateful to that, I've served in education, Global Business Council, finance, MLS, tech, grievance, special events, and this year, one more, foundation scholarship. And we have made huge improvement there already. I've taken advantage of the classes offered here to improve my skills. During slow times, I took CIPS, SFR, CRS, ePro, SRES, property management. Our board is great to all the members, but in our business, things change constantly. Changes are always welcome. Our members are number one. The old saying, if they give you lemons, make lemonade. I say, let's squeeze more juice out of those lemons. I hope to earn your vote, and I promise you, I will do my very best for all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sylvia. Last up, running for a one-year term will be Josephine Pham.
Hi, good morning. I'm just gonna say it, I'm a little nervous, so if I stumble, please forgive me. My name is Josephine Pham. I'm with Century 21 West Coast Brokers, and I am a proud member of our association going on 2 years now. And I have to say, I really much enjoy and love working with the staff here that we have. I believe we have a wonderful, wonderful staff here at the association. Don't you agree? Yeah? And I also think that our members are great as well. Some of the reasons why I decided to run is because I myself truly enjoy being an active member of our association, and I enjoy serving the members of our association, just like all of the rest of the candidates here that you're going to be hearing today. Another reason is because I have the privilege and the honor to be able to work with some of our wonderful leaders that we currently have, and I look forward to working closely with them, collaborating with them, and learning from them to better our board and to keep improving as a board as a whole. Some of the few areas of importance for our board that I would like to focus on my first year term is, number one, increasing our membership. Like one of our candidates had mentioned, funds are very important. The healthiness of our association is very important because that's how we're able to better the business of our members. Currently, as of yesterday, we are at 2,931 members. We are on track to meeting the 3,000 mark by the end of the year, and our goal for 2019 is to reach 3,200, if not more. So I would love to be able to be a part of the effort of the association to push towards that goal, and by the end of 2019, hopefully we can meet and exceed 3,200. That would be an exciting day, wouldn't it? Yeah. Talking about exciting, the other thing I get excited about is learning new tools to incorporate in my business to better my business. Our association, our CMLS, offers a lot of different products and resources to us to better our business. And there's so many of them, sometimes I get overwhelmed, and we forget to incorporate that into our day-to-day routine. So I would like to help and emphasize on the awareness and the usage of these tools so that our members could be the best of the best when we're out there in the field. Lastly, one of the things, the last thing that I would want to emphasize and focus on is overall community engagement, community outreach, because our reputation with the members of the community that we serve is very, very important. And I want to continue that momentum and keep the positive reputation that we have with the 5 communities that we serve. and ultimately, we could better our value as realtors in the view of the public as well, because we are up with a lot of different challenges. So as a whole, I know that we can grow to be strong realtors and a strong board. I thank you very much for listening to me this morning, and I thank you in advance for your vote.
Thank you, Josephine. Next up, so these people are all going to be running for 2-year terms. We'll bring somebody back to the stage who hasn't been on our board of directors for a couple of years. Tom Brady Jr., you are up first, sir.
Well, good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Great. Good. Glad to hear that. I would like to first thank all of my colleagues that I'm running against in this election. I think that we have a great mix of people here, and this is what we have been aspiring to do and encouraging people to do. I think our job as leaders, especially those of us that have been in previous leadership roles, that's our function, is to help develop and foster new leadership. So I'm glad to see that we have 10 people running for 7 positions this cycle. I want to wish all of you the very best of luck, regardless of the outcome of what happens. I think that we'll be in very good hands. Advocacy is something that I'm very passionate about. You've probably heard me talk about it numerous times. I contribute an enormous amount of money to the Realtor PAC, for which I'm very proud of. It's been said, and I'm sure you've heard it many times before, that if you are not seated at the table, then you're probably going to be on the menu. And I don't need to tell all of you the constant threats that the real estate industry is under. Just one in particular that comes to mind that could be a severe threat and change things dramatically, the whole landscape, would be the rollback of Costa-Hawkins. Another one that comes to mind recently, and these are things that we just keep beating down constantly. They just keep coming up in front of us, and it's a constant battle. They'll resurrect them in a different format and bring them back. They'll eliminate a couple words and bring back the same bill and try to do the same thing that they were trying before. So my goal, my promise to you, is that I will continually stay on top of those items. I am the current key contact to Assemblymember Ed Chow of the 49th Assembly District. So I interact with him on a frequent basis. I just spoke to him this morning about some issues of concern to me and to all of us, quite frankly, as realtors. Another thing that could be a game changer and could change the whole landscape of the way that we do business is if they decide to go away from independent contractor. That could be a total game changer, and I don't want to see that happen. Does anyone here want to see that happen? Didn't think so. Well, I will do everything in my power to keep that from happening. I think I bring a unique perspective to the board with my past experience being past president of the association. As you probably know, I'm in the 4th year of my 6-year term as chairman of the board of California Regional Multiple Listing Service. I don't like talking a lot about myself, but I'm just trying to give you a background of my expertise. I'm the current vice chairman of strategic planning and finance at the California Association of Realtors, so I think I have a good grasp on strategic planning and directional flow of organizations. I am the immediate past chair of the Multiple Listing Issues and Policies Committee at the National Association of Realtors, and I am the current chair of the Multiple List. This has got to be the longest acronym and longest title in the whole world. We could refer to it as MLS TIEAB, which means MLS Tech and Emerging Issues Advisory Board. So what we do at that level is we vet everything that members send in as recommendations to changes at NAR on the MLS side. We're the committee that sits below the larger MLS policy committee at NAR, and we vet out and make recommendations to the MLS Policy Committee for potential national changes to the MLS. I'm a broker associate. I am a state certified appraiser, so I think I'm unique in that aspect too. I don't think that we have anyone else other than my father, who is now going off the board, that brought that area of expertise to the board. My goal is to provide the most cost-effective education. Done? Okay. Have a great day. I hope I can come in your vote. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Next up, we have running for a 2-year term is Karen Quick, who currently serves on your board of directors.
Oh, it's been a while since I've been up here. Good morning, everybody. Along with Tom, I'm very passionate about advocacy, and I started in real estate back in 2014. Joined this association the same year, and shortly after that, 2015, I had an opportunity to get a scholarship from CAR to go to Legislative Day in Sacramento, and that was the very first time that it made me feel like I wanted to do more for our industry. So I spoke with Lee, who was our government affairs director, and I believe Lee was Tom was the president at the time, and said, how do I get involved? So quickly after that conversation, I joined the legislative committee, and currently I am the chair of the legislative committee, and I also serve as a member on the finance committee. To me, being in real estate, like what Tom said, we do go through a lot of uphill battles, such as Costa-Hawkins, rent control, and not being independent contractors anymore. So with that said, should I get elected for another term? I do want to increase the awareness of the Realtor Action Fund, which is what we also know as RAF. I know a lot of people don't know what it is, and they think it's just giving money away, but it really isn't. It's really, these funds go towards helping to fight these legislative issues that we face on a year-to-year, day-to-day basis. And also, I would like to be able to help less tenured members of our association to get involved with our association and help build future leadership. I do feel like that when we have more members that are involved, it makes our association better, and it helps move our association forward. So I would like to thank you in advance for voting, and I look forward to getting your vote. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. Next up, we have running for a 2-year term, who currently is also on your board of directors, will be Carla Joseph.
Good morning, everyone. I serve as your co-chair of Education Committee. I've done that since 2016. I thoroughly enjoy it. I host the commercial investment meeting every second Tuesday of the month. I enjoy that, although it kind of gives me a little bit of chills when I don't see the audience. I invite these speakers that come from everywhere, and they are happy, and I am happy when I see the audience. At any rate, I started in this business in about 1998. I was part-time for many, many years. As far as my commercial journey, I started as a commercial mortgage broker, and I had my own little boutique. I loved it, and I joined Coldwell Banker in about 2013 or so. And I was invited by Katherine Johnson. I don't see her here. She invited me to join the Education Committee with her. I did that, and I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed that. But I also wanted to take my contribution of my volunteerism a little bit further, so I ran for the board of directors, and I've enjoyed that thoroughly. I've learned a lot. I've served in leadership positions in my previous career as an engineer, and so I wanted to delve back into that. We are so critical as realtors to the community and to property owners, not just residential, but commercial as well. The legislators will take our rights away if we didn't advocate for home ownership and fight Costa-Hawkins and 1031 exchange. Where would we all be? So our value proposition is, as realtors, is advocating for our clients. I would definitely like to run or win again as a board of director member, and I hope to contribute even more. So, thank you for your time.
Next up, also running for a 2-year term will be Mindy Ye, who also serves on your board of directors. So.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, I'm Mindy Ye with Renox 2000. For those who doesn't know me, I've been a full-time realtor since 2001, about 17 years. I joined the West San Gabriel Valley Association Realtors in 2012, and I would like to thank you for your trust and opportunity to serve as one of your 2017 and 2018 Board of Directors. 2018 Education Co-Chair, I share that with Carla. I'm a membership chair as well as member of the Global Business Council, first year on Grievin, YPN. Our association is one of the best, and I'm honored to be part of our big, happy family. One of my primary goals is to, I share that with Joey, is to grow our membership numbers while increasing our current member retention rates. I plan to achieve this by adhering to our current values of honesty, integrity, and dedication, working to build better and stronger relationships among all of our members. Each member is a fundamental, since without you, this awesome association would not exist. Thank you.
Thank you, Mindy. And now last of the 10, we have none other than Nicholas Baldry, who is currently your vice president.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? It's all right. You're almost done. I am the last one, as Kevin mentioned. 2 years ago, I believe I was sat on one of these chairs. We did a panel set up, and I was nervously asking you for your vote. I have been a realtor for almost 4 years. I've actually just done my renewal. And in that time, I was wondering, well, what could I really be contributing to the association? I've not been in the industry that long. Do I have anything to bring to you? Well, this time round, I'm desperately asking you for 2 more years. I got the bug. I've thoroughly enjoyed being a director at this association. In that time, I've also been a co-chair at MLS, chair of MLS, co-chair of education. I've been the finance vice chair for 2 years under Lynn Chow, and I've been an active participant in our association's events as well. As an active association member, I've also participated heavily in BOD meetings, and this year as vice president I've also been at CAR meetings as well. That includes being a member on the Taxation and Government and Finance Committee, but also when you go to these meetings, for me it's a heck of a cardio workout, because I try and attend every meeting I can possibly cram into the day, and they're usually spread across conference centers or hotels or auditoriums. So I'm the one who's seen running between the different points in Sacramento to just try and soak up and absorb as much of what's going on in our industry as possible that I can bring back to our association. What I'd like to achieve in the next couple of years, obviously I'm vice president this year and I'm hoping to progress up through leadership in those next 2 years. I certainly won't make any secret of that. But also I want to get our members more politically active. I think this year is going to be a huge year with the Costa-Hawkins fight. We also have the tax portability initiative that CAR is pushing as well. those issues are going to keep going on as well. We will keep having to fight rent control, as a number of the other candidates have mentioned. We're going to have to keep trying to fight to keep our independent contractor status, which is absolutely vital. And one thing that I think has been, skirted around a little bit, we have to keep fighting for our clients as well, for our homeowners, so that they enjoy the full benefits of homeowners' rights. We're not just here fighting for our industry, we're fighting for them. The two are not mutually exclusive. I also want to help continue to grow our membership. The way we do that is by continuing to offer fantastic programs. We have an excellent education committee who put on a stunning program every year. And I'm not just saying that because that was my first committee and my gateway drug to Wes and Gabriel. But things like the MLS meeting that you're in today, we bring so much industry information from RAF updates, trying to get you to par with your money, which I thoroughly encourage you to do. I do it. Right the way through to mold, and we have introduction to Global Business Council next week as well. So the variety of topics covered are extensive, and they help us as realtors. We need to keep doing that to remain as one of the best associations in the area. So I humbly ask you for your vote, and please give my wife 2 more years of not seeing me an awful lot. She's stood over there with our junior realtor, so please deprive her of my company for 2 more years. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick. Let's give another round of applause for all the candidates. They're taking the time out of their busy schedules to present to you guys, so hopefully run for the board of directors. Remember, this is very critical to our association. I need all of your participation. I need all of the votes in here today. The polls will be opened right after, so you might as well, since all of these speeches are fresh in your mind, you know who you maybe like or maybe dislike. I liked everybody, so it's going to be a tough decision. Remember, 7 seats are open, 10 people are running. That means for the first time in a great long while, people are not going to make it on. So remember, listen to those speeches carefully, recollect what you thought and who you think would represent our association the best for next year, because next year it's going to be Giuseppe's board. So with that said, let's have a quick speech from our 2019 president, right?
Yes, yes, 2018.
Or president-elect, I'm sorry, 2018 president-elect Giuseppe Venenziano.
Thank you, Kevin. Actually, it's not going to be my board, it's your board. So I just want to make that clear. I will be serving you next year as president. Current president-elect. Wow. Give another round of applause to our candidates here, because this is I'm going to take this off the podium, and I'm going to mess this up pretty quick. These people are taking time out of their busy schedules to serve you as directors for this association. And these people are the people I'm going to be serving with, and I'm so proud to see each one of them step up into leadership position. Some returning, some brand new. Sitting on both sides of this, so I'm going to go back and forth. As you've heard in a lot of these speeches, and I'm going to try to keep it brief because I don't want to keep you here too long, but every year and every day we are facing a lot of political pushback from the politicians from up north in Sacramento, even in a county level, where our industry is threatened and our clients, our well-beings in our industry are threatened. So we are here to serve not only our members but our clients, as it was stated, so we can actually be voices and advocates for private property rights, and that we all have a fair share, and that we're not flipping the bill for everything that these politicians want to do, from tax portability to rent control, which is always constant. And so one of the goals for next year is to increase our RAF, which is definitely one of those topics that are in the oh, well, what should I contribute? Well, do you contribute to your children's education, you contribute to your education. That's what this is. It's really contributing to our industry so we can all keep flourishing, because at the end of the day, you have all these third parties that are trying to invade our industry, and who knows, in 2020 there might not be any title realtor. We don't know, but we're always fighting that every single day. So let's just keep up that momentum, and let's keep the advocacy going. So we're here to be voices for you, for our members. And so what I encourage is for everybody to give us your suggestions, and let's take it to the board of directors, and let's take it to CAR and see if we can actually get our industry and keep it going in the right direction. Other thing that I want to also focus on is transparency. We're very transparent here at the board, but hey, let's give our members more transparency than we are. There's always more ways of being transparent. So one of the goals that I want to accomplish next year is to actually post through our member portal, so you have to sign in, but our website, but to post the minutes of the board of directors, so you can have access to that at your, at the tip of your fingers, on your computer. If it's no secret here, but everyone knows that I'm a big superhero fan. You probably see it on my car, see it on my ring. But so Superman all knew that he couldn't defeat supervillains on his own, so he enlisted the Justice League, right? With the help of Batman and Wonder Woman. And these 10 candidates here, some that are missing, these are going to be my Justice Leaguers. So they don't know it yet, but they're all going to have a title. They're going to be representing one of the Justice League members. They just don't know yet which one. So every vote counts, just like Kevin said. Polls are open right after this meeting, so in a few minutes. Every vote counts. I ran for city council twice, and the last time I ran in 2009, I lost by 126 votes. It was heartbreaking, but here, people can lose with one vote, 2 votes. So every vote counts here, especially at the local level. So take a little bit of time of your day and just go and check off a few boxes. These candidates are very, very diverse and very, very experienced in their own nature, and bring a lot to the table. So I encourage you to help out the association through the board, as they will represent you, and I will end it at that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Giuseppe. Next, I would like to bring up our president, Madam President, for her president's message.
Very quick. Good morning again. I really like a quote on my office wall. It says, "Talent is a gift, but character is a choice." With that being said, I really appreciate all these candidates. Thank you for your talent, and thank you for your heart to step out to serve to a board. And also, I very appreciate all of you to be here this morning to participate. And now the candidates have been done their part, and it's our responsibility to respond, to vote. I know it's kind of hard because they're all so good, and but no matter elected or not elected, their heart, their effort are highly appreciated. But please, rest for us to vote from today. You have today up to next Thursday. So election will be on next Thursday, the 19th. And again, I want to raise awareness again. I have been talking this 2 weeks. That is about NFIP, the National Flood Insurance Program. It will be expired the end of this month. If this not extended, then there will be 4,000 transactions be affected monthly nationwide. So it's really critical for our business and for a lot of clients, homeowners.
And then I think we just received another email from our board. No matter you respond by your text message or by email, it's very simple. You can get it done within just a couple of minutes. So please, respond, check your email, respond, take action. And then to ask our Congress and Senate to vote to extend this flood insurance. So thank you for all have been taking the action, and I ask every one of you that who haven't done yet, please take the action. And also, we have left this one to all the members and also on our website that we are looking for any members to apply for CAR directors. You do not need to be the board director to be CAR director. So everyone who feel you are eligible and then have the energy, talent, and the qualification to apply, you have time. The deadline is July 20th, means next Friday. And I hope you realize every one of you have the right to apply. And then look for the form online or through your email and then apply. Thank you.